right, so Hoedown For Hope, it's our second annual event. We're really excited about it. Last year we had a great turnout. It's at the Agricenter Red Barn. It is a Western style, very casual gala. We have beer, local barbecue that's delicious. We've got a silent auction that's really neat, a photo booth, and a mechanical bull, which was by far the most popular, exciting thing we had last year. Everybody that came in was like, oh, I don't think I'll ride it. By the end of the night, every single person rode the mechanical bull. So it was really fun. Well, my name is Lennox Warren, and I'm the Director of Development. I actually found out about Hope House about 16 years ago when I was a student at Rhodes College. They have a big emphasis on community volunteering. So I was working with one of my professors on a grant he had to do a needs assessment for HIV and AIDS resources in the community. And I came and I did a focus group with some of the mothers at Hope House. And I just fell in love with the organization. It was amazing to me, and I loved what they were doing here. And I knew I wanted to work with children. So I started volunteering in the infant room, and it just sort of changed my world. I became a social worker, and now 16 years later, I work here full time. So it made a huge impact on me when I came here. We have lots of Rhodes volunteers, so I get excited every time one of them comes here and I tell them my story and say, you know, I hope one day you'll be at a nonprofit here full time and serving our community long term. There is so much. I just really love just meeting new people. So many new faces came last year. It was a wonderful way for us to reach a whole new audience and tell them more. All the proceeds from the event go straight to our children's programs. So it was also a great way for us to showcase the work we're doing with our children. So we had pictures of the kids at the event, and then we also had our board chair talk about, you know, what our guests were doing just by paying $75 to come there was making a huge impact for us. So this probably was my favorite thing, to just spread the message to more people. There's so much. I mean, obviously raising money is my main focus of my job, and so, you know, constantly figuring out how to raise the money needed, because it's not just about the money, it's that if I don't raise the money that we need, then this person that I have this relationship with doesn't get the services they need. So I have a face and a name with what we're doing here, and it's so personal to me because I know each of these families, I know their children, and I know that if they didn't have our help, that they would be in a really dire situation. And so that's probably the hardest part of my job is I want to make sure that I keep the doors open and that I'm getting this vital service out to our community. Hope House is a nonprofit organization that serves children and families who are affected by HIV and living in poverty. We have two main services. We have a preschool and a daycare center that are our children's programs. And then we also have adult social services. So we have case management, individual therapy, we have a housing program, and group support. So the majority of people who are living with HIV and AIDS in Memphis and across the country are living in poverty. So housing is a huge issue. We have over 100 people on our waiting list right now that need safe and affordable housing. So we are currently serving about 55 families that we are paying, helping to pay their rent, their utilities. We've helped them find safe and affordable homes in Memphis. And I think that's just a really exciting service that we can provide. And it's really exciting for our families in general. For example, we had a young child who was HIV positive that was referred to us from St. Jude. They were having trouble trying to find the right medication regimen for her, and they needed a home health nurse, but they had no home to put that nurse in. So when you have a family that's hopping from house to house, it's really hard to have any kind of stability in your life and take your medications regularly and focus on your health when you don't know where you're going to sleep that night. So we were able to put the family in housing, and now this young child is thriving, she's doing amazing, and The family is doing amazing just because they had a safe house to be in every night. So it makes a huge impact. Hi, I'm Lennox Warren from Hope House, and I'd love for each of you to join us at Hoedown For Hope on Friday, April 22nd, 2016 from 7 to 10 p.m. at the Agricenter Red Barn. You can find out more information by clicking on the link here.